MaryJane? Hey, it's been so long.
Yeah, it has.
Missed you.
Missed you too, sweetie.
She's simply the best. That's the way I would describe her. MaryJane has a calm, healing nature. She walks into any situation and gives 100% every shift, every time. Everybody loves her. I've shared several clients with MaryJane over the past 10 years, and across the board, we love MaryJane. The families say, we love MaryJane. The families say, we wish we could have her every day.
Yeah.
She's like family, honey. Yeah. Dimple, her daughter like, and Dimple like think her mama. And me, same thing, I tell like, imagine you, Dimple, second mama.
MaryJane and Dimple have an incredible bond. You can feel it. MaryJane has this ability to treat people the way that they need to be treated.
I have muscular dystrophy. I was diagnosed when I was like 5 years old. I need more help now than I did when I was younger.
She definitely tries to push her to do more than she's able to do.
She's always encouraged me to do the most I can, even if she has to go back and fix my mistakes.
When I first came to work with Dimple, she had a nurse named Tony that had been with her for a very long time, who had suddenly passed away.
It was very hard when Tony passed away because she had worked with me for like 7 years, and she was like a mom.
Scrapbooking was a thing that Dimple did with her night nurse Tony. The last one that her and Tony were working on, Tony passed away before it was finished, and MaryJane helped her finish that book. They finished it together.
It felt like in finishing that scrapbook that it was something that she really needed to do, that to have a little bit more closure with Tony.
Seeing her actual handwriting, same memories, like all those memories, and I can just still see Tony right here when I look through the book.
It was a very difficult time for MaryJane to come in and try to fill those shoes.
With MaryJane and her, it was like an angel sent from heaven.
They deserve the best care they can get.
And like when she comes, it doesn't even feel like a nurse. It's like part of the family is coming to work with me.
MaryJane is a trusted authority and a fierce advocate for her clients. We had tried for years to get Dimple to try to transition to a hospital bed, and we couldn't make it work.
Let's face it, who likes change? I hate change, so having a hospital bed, I was very nervous about.
We were working on it for like a year, even prior to MaryJane coming. But when MaryJane got on the case, she was very adamant about getting Dimple in this bed because we knew that was one of the reasons that we couldn't keep a night nurse out there.
Because of her relationship and how much she trusted MaryJane, MaryJane was able to convince her to transition to that hospital bed.
She said, "MaryJane, is it hard?" And I said, "Yeah, it's hard. I think it would work really well if she had that hospital bed that she could use."
I love the hospital. It makes it so much easier for my parents or my nurse to put me into bed.
Not only was it an incredible change for Dimple and worked really well for Dimple, we were able to staff the case better because we had, a better bed.
She never does things the easy way. She does them the right way.
There are some shortcuts you can take, but then there's some you can't.
You can see it on clients' faces when she leaves and I come in. They're spickety-span clean, well taken care of, and in a good mood. I've watched her consistently over the past 10 years give 110% every shift.
You just have to roll with the punches and do what you think needs to be done.
She also just spends all this extra time that she doesn't have to figuring out, what lights people up.
She's not doing it looking for a reward or looking for recognition. She does it because it's just who she is.
Like she said, she doesn't do anything special. She really feels that way. But everybody that knows her agrees that she really is special. Or she don't care about that. She's too busy taking care of other people.
I came down with COVID. I couldn't hardly get out of the bed. And when I looked in the mirror, my chest was mottled. And I've worked with hospice, and I knew that was not a good sign. So I called my sister and I said, "You need to take me to the emergency." Before I had my sister to take me to the emergency room, I told her to call the preacher because I thought I was dying, but I didn't. And I finally started getting better, but to go back to work, I had to monitor myself. I had to call in one night for Dimple because my blood pressure got low, and my daughter, I still kind of wanted to go to work. She said, "Mama, you can't go to work." She said, "You can't even get out of bed." And so I just boo-hooed because I couldn't go to work because I knew Dimple needed me.
MaryJane is my hero because she's so caring. Every single thing that she does it with so much caring. You know, it's very genuine.
I just love what I do. I love providing patient care and try to keep them comfortable and do the things that you really ought to do. I wanted to be a nurse, and that's what I always, felt like I needed to do because my mama was one, and I had an aunt that was a nurse. My mom would be proud.